Hey, we're on episode... Oh, frick. I forgot. I just said it and I forgot.
38.
38. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's restart. Okay, today we're on episode 38 with Brennan. If you want to introduce yourself real quick, Brennan, to the audience, who you are.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I go to the same school as him, Assumption. I'm currently employed as a lifeguard for the city of Burlington.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. I need to ask you about that later, yeah.
That's more to talk about. That's actually pretty interesting. I forgot myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me.
Okay, and then you grew up here in Canada.
Yeah, I grew up
Burlington.
down the street, down Gulf Line.
Yeah.
So I'm just nearby and I've been there my whole life.
All right, okay. Okay, so do you want to talk about like the portaging and like the Boy Scout stuff first then?
Well, those are kind of separate.
Okay, yeah.
So both experiences were with like George. So George is someone else who was supposed to be on the podcast today.
Yes, but he couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it.
A sickly boy, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the portaging was separate. That was, we probably would have talked about it a few years here. That was at a separate camp.
Oh,
the one
okay.
that he currently works at.
Oh, I see.
Back when we were at campers. Now he's a worker there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like, do you want to talk about that one?
Sure, we could talk about it like now, or we could talk about Scouts first. It's up to you.
Probably talk about Scouts.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's important to the portaging.
Okay, I low-key got that messed up. I thought they were the same thing.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
So what is Scouts and like?
Scouts?
Is it just Boy Scouts or something?
It is. So pretty much just like, it didn't start off as Scouts. We started off as like, if you guys were ever like, this is like kids like Beavers, Cubs, then Scouts. Then it went further up, but like.
Beavers, Cubs, and Scouts.
Yeah, most people stop right there. I know my brother kept on going. That's in like high school, but I kind of stopped there. So when I was like younger, me and George, who's not here,
Yeah.
we started Beavers, and it was pretty much just an introduction to like the outdoors. And we always went to like the same spots for camping, up in Mount Nemo and the escarpment and all up there.
Oh, that's where you go every day for like the thing?
Not every day. I was like occasionally on like weekends, but every day we would always meet up at Port Nelson Church.
Yeah, you were talking about this way before. I remember you telling me about this way before.
Yeah, we were first Port Nelson, so it was like me and George on it, and we just did it because we were friends and we wanted something to do. And it was every Thursday, and then eventually we got up to Cubs. And then Henry joined us.
Oh yeah.
You know Henry?
Yeah, I know Henry. Henry Chan.
Yes, Henry.
Henry. And then what did you guys do there? Like at Scouts? Like what did you guys do?
I'll just use like a specific example as an experience. One camp that we had was competition camp. And this is like a different type of camp. Most of the time, whenever we camp, we just go to, say, Mount Nemo, and you know what an Adirondacks is?
Pardon?
We'll sleep in Adirondacks. It's like
what is an Adirondack?
It's a big word, but it's really simple. It's basically just like a cabin, but one side's completely open, or we'll just use tents.
Huh, interesting.
But this one was different. It was there's a lot of different other scout groups. Like we were first Port Nelson, but there was also 21st Burlington and people from Milton.
Oh.
Yeah, we hated 7th Milton. Those were our offs.
What?
There's another group, and we just always.
Do you do competitions with them? Is it like watching movies as a kid when they do like their capture the flag in the woods or something?
Yeah. So basically, this is probably like the best example of it, which is competition camp. So it was like each, I don't know what to call it. Each
district.
Yeah, I'd say district. So like our district was like Port Nelson, had their own tally and stuff, and like it was just run by older guys, like people who have done it like for years, and like during the day we just go and do like different things. Yeah. Like what did you do? Like I remember there was an axe throwing competition. Axe throwing? Nice. Yeah, that was pretty lit. There's one where we had to try to start a fire as fast as we could. Oh yeah. What else? I know there was a canoeing one. There's also just like really random ones. Like there's one where you have to have a spoon in your mouth and there's a golf ball on the spoon and you have to like walk it a distance. Oh yeah, that's like the one with the egg that people play. Yeah. We use golf balls because everyone dropped it. Oh, okay. If it was an egg, it would be gone. There's mountain biking. There's just a bunch of different shit. There's mountain biking as well? You could do mountain biking as well? Well, that was just at this camp specifically. Oh, okay. Interesting. But like, and then like There's also like one challenge where like a lot of the time in scouts, they encourage us to try to learn how to like cook. They didn't really give us any guidance. So
They just give you ingredients and you just mess around.
it was mostly self-taught, but I took initiative at this camp. So before I went, we were like, it's limited items for cooking.
Okay.
So me and my mom, she showed me how to make chili.
Oh. Nice.
So at the camp, I was pretty much like,
Were you cooking? Were you like the chef there?
I was like the 8-year-old kid, like commanding like the 9 and 10-year-olds how to make chili. And then someone came around and they tested our food.
Yeah.
And like we got the best score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and did you compete with other districts? Is that how it worked? Oh, okay.
So
How many groups of districts are there in that day?
oh, honestly, that's way back. So I'd say like maybe like
5?
yeah, maybe like 5 to 8 other camps there.
Oh, that many 8 camps? What the heck?
There's all types of different camps. The biggest one that we went to, me and George went to it. It was way back. It was the end of Cubs. So I think that age group's like Cubs is like 6 to 9 or something like that, or maybe a little younger. But that was the last year we were like 9 years old, and it was like CCB or something like that. It was like the Canadian Cub.
Oh, so, Canadian Cup Beaver.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what the B stands for, or something like that, or C. I don't even know. But it's literally people from all over Canada, and instead of it being like say 8 camps from like Halton, it was like maybe like 100 different districts.
What the heck? That many? How many kids were there then?
Oh, hundreds.
And how big was the place?
It was
the place
crazy.
Must have been massive.
Yeah, it was.
Where was this? Like, where did you go for this? Algonquin?
No. Gonk is different. That was where we did the portaging later on.
Yeah, right. That makes sense. Where was that?
This is just at some camp.
Do you remember?
It wasn't like.
Was it a far drive up to it? It gotta be.
It was kind
from
of
Canada.
But like it's not like it wasn't deep in any woods or of sorts. This is where we kind of get away from camping, and it's more just like a bunch of kids.
Oh.
You know. Like all the camps are together, and it's an open field that we're not even in a forest.
Oh, right. Anymore. I see. It's more like a day activity of like to get all the camps together kind of thing.
It was still like a week long of sleeping over though.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
And when I was 9, I was doing the beginning of linear algebra back in China.
Great. When you're 9?
Yes, when I was 9. I'm not even joking you. I was doing like 5x equals 17. So for X, that's what I was doing when you were playing around.
Bro, when I was playing with sticks in the woods.
Yeah.
Bro, we literally left for one day and went to a water park. Like it was not a real thing, bro.
What?
It was like the most craziest camp ever.
And did you like for scouts and stuff? Is it like I don't even know what Boy Scouts really do. Do they like make cookies and stuff? Like what do they do? Like what?
Okay, that's a good question. Honestly,
like what did you guys actually do?
I never knew what I did as a kid. I would just like follow the stuff.
And did you just like make fire, like cook stuff, and there's just like little fun activities? Did you ever go into the woods often?
Yeah. So the people you're thinking of who make the cookies, that was all the girls.
Oh, so Girl Scouts.
That was like Girl Scouts. Only girls could do that.
Oh,
for Boy Scouts, boys and girls could do that.
Oh,
so they're just like, I don't know what's going on there. But some things we did.
Did you go into the woods often?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like our equivalent of their cookie selling was we had 2 things. We had a food drive, so we go around and pick up food and stuff, and then we also had, what was it? Oh yeah, we had Apple Day.
What is Apple Day?
It's not really a day. It's like 3 days really.
What do you do in Apple Day?
Okay, so I'll talk about one year when pretty much Apple Day is like, you guys have definitely seen it. I don't know. I'm talking to the audience, or you might have seen it at like out sort of like Salvation Army or like a Walmart during like around Christmas time, where people are just like standing out holding apples and they're asking for donations.
I've never seen that.
And if you give like $1, then you get an apple.
Oh.
It's mainly about it's not really about the.
Yeah, it's like a fundraising thing.
I just remember one year in specific. It's like a 3-day thing. Most people do like one day, and then those are like a sleepover at the church, and then that's kind of it.
And then do you guys just go around to different like Walmarts and stuff, and you just sit there with an apple?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a place where we met. It was like some church. We called it the Pom Pom place.
Okay.
And they would tell you where to go, and then there'd be like usually like an older person. Like this is like there'd be a scout, and we were like the little kids, and they would just take us.
Oh, they would just take you to different places. That's fun.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have like the going into the woods with a compass and you gotta like find your way back or something?
Yeah, I remember there's one place where we did that. It was like dead of winter.
Oh.
It was freezing. It was like -20.
Was there snow everywhere then?
It was snow everywhere. It was like probably like this high.
Oh my god, and we were in the woods? It's kind of dangerous.
No, it was pretty close to like the place that we slept in was indoors.
Oh, okay.
Like we have slept outside in that weather, but most of the time it was indoors. But like there's one time, and they just sent us out, and we spent like a day. One of the days that we were there learning how to use a compass.
Yeah.
No one was really listening. We gave fuck all. So they just dropped us out there, we like walked out, and we had one person with us, like a
Junior scout or something?
no, it was like usually the people who were with us, the scouters, were like parents of people.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
There's like
So you had a parent with you?
usually there's like 5 scouters, and then at a camp there's like 25 kids or something like that.
Yeah.
So we had one person with us, and there's like 10 of us. But like.
Did he help?
I don't know how this guy ended up becoming a scouter because bro did not know what he was doing.
Oh, how long were you lost out there for?
We were low-key fucked. We were out there for like, we were supposed to get back for dinner at like, I think it was like winter, so the sun went down early, so we had to be back like before 6.
Oh.
We got back at like 8.
Oh my
it was
god.
Pitch black out. It was crazy.
How did you find your way back? Did you have to like do some emergency thing?
No, we
Or you somehow managed to just
they
stumble
weren't really
back?
worried. There's like, I don't even know.
You don't even remember.
He found a
it,
way, the compass didn't have enough water in it, and you need the water to float it. So we put some water in it, so the compass started working again.
Oh.
And it was really, all we just had to know was the place where we needed to go was south of us, so we just followed the compass south.
Okay.
But it took us so long to get some water for it. We had to like find some extreme or something.
Oh. You could have just melted the snow, no?
We're not thinking that far ahead.
All right. In New Zealand, I actually did something like this. In middle school, we did this like camp up in the mountains. We drove out like 4 hours, and guess how long the hike was to our cabin? Like
15 minutes?
No, it was 6-hour hike.
Bro.
And I was in grade 6.
Damn.
I was in grade 6. It was a 6-hour hike up. Oh, grade 7 actually. No, grade 6. 6-hour hike up.
Like 12?
It was so like tiring, and then when we got to the very top, it's like to get to the cabin you have to cross through streams and rivers as well, because in New Zealand there's no bears or anything dangerous, so it's fine, like as long as you don't like fall or trip or anything. So we had to like go through the river and stuff, and then we get to like the cabin place. And I remember the activities we did there, they were so random. Like there was one day they called it like the glowworm thing. So they basically blind. I don't know why it's called glowworm. There was no glowworms there. They just blindfold you and they're like find your way across, right?
Across what?
Like there's like a set path, and you have like this rope that you could just like guide you.
Oh,
and
okay.
like the whole thing takes around 15 minutes, but they blindfolded you. And the thing was, I actually was like, I put the blindfold on really properly, so I couldn't see a single thing. And then, you know how it's like a trail in the woods, so it's not like level. So you have to go down and stuff and then climb up roots.
Yeah.
I was actually like, there was like a whole line of kids behind me because I was taking so long. Because everyone else was cheating. They had like a semi-on so you can see the floor at least. I couldn't see a single thing. That was super bad. And then we had this other thing in New Zealand. It's like, New Zealand, I'll show you the pictures later, but like the rivers and stuff, where we are, there was weird like these holes that, you know, like water holes. But they had these weird water holes just like the size of this desk going
well?
into the river. Yeah, like a well, but I don't know how it was formed. It was everywhere. Like imagine this is
like
a stream
natural.
all the way here. Yeah, they have these random potholes everywhere. And then it was so funny. We had like 8 kids. This is a kid called Ryan.
Yeah.
Like picture like Ryan Reynolds. He looks like Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, it's like
But he's a
hella
kid.
goofy. He's a kid, yeah. And then the camp instructor was talking to us. He's like, there's a big pothole right here that kids fall into. Be very careful because it's deep. It goes very deep down. Like you see this column here, that's how deep it goes down.
the height of
yeah,
it.
it's very deep. And then Ryan was just like mucking around. So he wasn't paying attention. And then we started walking like, because we have to go through the water, right? And you can't really see the hole because it's like gushing water. And then he's like, be careful, guys. And then we look at him, this guy went plop straight into the hole. It was the most horrifying thing. Like he fully disappeared, like submerged. But I guess like he could float up, so that was good. And then they quickly hoisted him out. He was like fully drenched.
Oh, that's like scary, bro.
That was super scary. And
There's just water in there?
yes, there was just water in there. Because it's just like a river and there was a hole inside.
Can you even tell?
You can barely tell. And like it was so cooked. And then he fully fell through.
Bro.
And we did that like, a lot of the time, and then they set up these really rickety like lines against like a waterfall, and you have to like go past it.
Okay.
Like climbing across like the river surface, like the front of it, and there's like
there's a
going
waterfall?
down. Yeah, it's like a waterfall going down, but it's like a really small one, and you have to like climb through it.
You have to
like,
go through the waterfall?
Yeah, you have to go through it.
That's
and then like
crazy.
and then they're over there, they're like, it's safe, it's totally safe. It does not look safe at all. Like they just made the work like in the morning. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what I was picturing when you said like scout stuff. I think it's similar to
That does sound
minus all the
pretty
river stuff.
That is a lot. Bro, I know I would have fallen in that hole, bro. Oh my.
Yeah.
Where's Ryan today?
Ryan, he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not in contact with him anymore. Yeah. But it was so funny when he fell right into the hole. No one saw him. Just submerged, disappeared.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, and I was the kid lying right behind him. So I was like so scared.
Did you see him drop?
Yeah, I saw him drop. He just went plug straight in. And then the instructor was like, I told you, I know someone was gonna fall in the hole. And then he just grabbed him out. And he was like fully drenched. And he was like, like breathing like that. He just drowned.
I had like a similar thing with like, there's like this, it was at the camp that has the Adirondacks. So it was pretty much like, it was like, I'll try to explain it a bit better, but it was like a shed. It's missing one wall, and usually it has like some hay on the ground, or it'll just be like wood on the ground, and we'll usually put a tarp on the outside if it's like raining.
Yeah.
And one night, the instructors told us that it was gonna rain really bad. It was gonna be like torrential rain. And there wasn't enough room in one of the Adirondacks, so 3 of like the older kids, I think it was William, Jeffrey, and I think his name was like.
We're just going at him.
Let's call him Little. There's a backstory to that one.
Okay.
But Little, Jeffrey, and William, they volunteered to be outside of it, and they made their own tent. We didn't have tents with us because we were sleeping in the Adirondacks.
Oh, how did they make it? With just sticks and stuff?
No, we had an extra tarp.
Okay. They just put it up.
So they made sure that they're up like on a hill so that they didn't get filled with water. And for some reason, we said to keep all their stuff in an Adirondack so it stayed dry, but Little wanted to keep his bags with him. So in the middle of the night, this guy, one of the tarps he was leaning on fell completely, and he rolled down the hill, and he was submerged in water, but he was still sleeping.
What?
Yeah.
How was he asleep when he like rolled down?
Like he had like 3 inches of water and he was just sleeping, bro. This guy slept through anything, bro. I swear.
What?
It was
He
crazy.
rolled down a hill and he was still sleeping.
He'd always be the last one up, so he always had to clean up dishes.
What the heck?
So this guy was like submerged in the water, and the next day he was like an older kid. I don't even know how he was with us. He had a job.
That's how old he was?
Yeah, and we were like, I think I was like 11.
And
this
how
guy,
old was he? Like 18?
No, he wasn't that old. He was like 15 or something.
15, okay.
And this guy like woke up and he was like, all his stuff was soaked. The other 2 guys were fine because they didn't lean on the tarp or anything.
Oh.
And they were fine, but this guy was like, wanted to go home, so he went home after that. And I never saw him at a camp again, bro.
Oh my gosh. How did you sleep through that?
I don't know.
He rolled down the whole hill.
It was like torrential rain.
And he was
there's
in the
lightning.
rain? He was sleeping in the rain?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He was like in like it was already like a creek area.
What the heck?
I know, and this guy was just sleeping.
If you vibe with this combo, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that sub button. We'll catch you next time on Different Walks, Different Talks.